So now we have another very dynamic doctor, Dr. Eapen Koshi, MBBS, MS, FRCS, DNB, MBA. He's the HOD of Plastic and Craniofacial and Aesthetic Surgery in Neot Hospital, Chennai. He has developed his own flap for abdominal wall reconstruction and also has over 100 presentations in UK, India, US, Spain, France and Australia. He's also run over 25 marathons. Let's please welcome Dr. Eapen Koshi for his presentation on Divinity through DXN.
Good morning, DXN. Most respected Dr. Lim, Professor Vasupalya, Dr. Ratna, and the other dignitaries. This talk is really a sharing of my experience. I will start off with my running career, which is the sharing of my personal experience with DXN. I've been a runner all my life, ever since high school, and switched on to marathons in my 20s. And during my MBBS, I've done many marathons, and I'm also a cyclist. I've cycled through most of South India, from cities, Pondicherry, Hubli, Goa, all of Kerala, through the Western Ghats, and this is a part of my hobby and how I spend my weekends. Two of my highlights of my running careers were the Dublin Marathon. I was working in England then. Dublin is the capital of Ireland, which I did in 1994 in 4 hours, 8 minutes. I just want to share my experience with you. If it's a cold morning in Dublin where the starting point is next to the river Liffey, it's very cold for an Indian. They are used to the cold, but for us 12 degrees is fairly cold. And the marathon is over 42 kilometers. The last 5 kilometers is in the Phoenix Park, it's Dublin 20 area, and it's a uphill. 5 is uphill. So we did the marathon in the morning, and me and a few friends were sitting in the pub and looking at our own run in the BBC News that evening. And they were interviewing the boy who came first. He was an African student in London, and I think he was Nigerian, I'm not sure. Nigerian, I think. So he was asked, how did you feel about the Phoenix Park run in the last 5 kilometers? So he said, it was okay. No, I mean, wasn't it uphill? Wasn't it very tiring? Oh, was it uphill? He's asking. So he had a health beyond compare, and which I'm wondering whether he was on DXN. Anyway. The other highlight was the London Marathon, which is 4 hours, 22 minutes. I'm in the first 1,000 you come in 4 hours. The world record is around 2 hours, 10 minutes. I was introduced to DXN and the products in July of this year. Over the last 10 years, I run only 10 kilometers because when I run more than 10 kilometers, I get tendinitis of my right foot. So I switch to 10 kilometers. After 10 kilometers, I don't get the tendinitis. I have very minimal tendinitis, but I can keep walking normally. Patients don't ask you, doctor, what happened to you? My average competitive time was 64 minutes, which is fairly good for a veteran. I'm 53 years old. After 2 months of taking Spirulina, RG and GL, my timings improved by 3 minutes. Nobody in the age after 50 can improve 3 minutes, just like that. I can attribute this only to Spirulina, RG and GL. And more importantly, my tendinitis disappeared. I run 10K and I walk normally. Otherwise, limping was part of my life after a run. I did the Chennai Wipro Marathon 3 weeks ago. It was on December 7th. There were 14,000 runners. I'll show you a photograph of mine. It was in 61 minutes, 17 seconds. I was 6th in the veteran category and 350th overall in the 10 kilometers out of 14,000 runners. The Goa Marathon, last year my time was 65 minutes. This was done 7 days ago. On December 14th, Sunday before last. There are 2 hills you climb in Goa Marathon, so your timing is always a bit lower than the others. This year I brought my 65 minutes to 62:40. That is me, the Chennai Marathon. That's the Napier Bridge and the Marine Drive in Chennai just before the start of the run. That's early morning on December 7th. And that is me finishing about 20 meters to the finish point. I'm finishing 3 minutes more than my usual timings in the last 10 years. That's me just after the Goa 10K run. This is just sharing my experience. I want you all to run. Running is also divine, just like the DSN products. Let me just move on to my professional career, just to share with you again. It is not self-propagating myself or anything, but I would like to say I spent 8 years in England. After my PG in CMC Vellore, I published 22 articles of my own. Most of them are original thoughts in different aspects of plastic surgery, and including 2 lead articles. Lead articles means a lead article is the first article of the journal, and that the editor has said is the best article of that issue. So I have found myself in 2 lead articles. I've actually devised my own flap for abdominal wall reconstruction and my own technique of gynecomastia, which many follow all over the world now as a scarless technique of gynecomastia. This is not the forum, maybe to show those pictures. But however, and then I was also chosen by the interview panel in West London for the Craniofacial and Aesthetic Fellowship in Chelsea, and I was the first non-British candidate to have ever done that post. And nobody has, and following me also, it's all been British people who done the post. After my stint in England, I spent 6 years in Al-Mana Hospital in Dammam, Saudi Arabia, as the chief of plastic surgery in this private hospital. After 2 years there, I was appointed as the chairman of the CME program. The reason why I'm saying this, I want to share one point with you. The chairman of the CME program means I have to conduct a CME program every month, and the doctors have to attend that to get points, and only if you get points can you renew your license in Saudi Arabia. It's an American system they follow in Saudi Arabia. So I choose the topics. So very often I bring in topics other than medicine. So one of my topics was alternative medicine. So we had this German lady talking on homeopathy. But she also spoke a little bit on allopathy and all those things, on Ayurveda and all those things. So during question time, the Saudi professors asked, Ayurveda, what is this? Some greens and roots and leaves. So as a chairman, I get the last say always. So I got up and I said, my dear friends, Ayurveda existed before homeopathy. Ayurveda existed thousands of years before allopathy. If something is wrong, if something is not good, it cannot last. Only a thing that is good can last. That is also, the DXN will last forever because it is good. It cannot fail because it is natural. My current post is in Miyot Hospital in Chennai. It is actually a hospital which sees one of the highest medical tourism in India. We see patients from all over India and from 63 countries, mostly every country in Africa and most of Middle East too, and a few European patients too. I became a DXN member after taking DXN for 3 months. I became a member in September 2014 and started prescribing to my patients. I've just shared with you a few of my patients, of my recent patients. This is a young girl from Calcutta. Father and mother advocates. She has a cleft lip and a cleft palate. It's a very wide cleft lip. And this, as being a craniofacial surgeon, this is one of my specialities. Now, this operation normally should be done before the child starts talking. That is, a cleft lip should be ideally done at 3 months of age. There is no dearth of doctors in Calcutta. So they have gone to many